line for me? You gotta go find your kitty. What's she do? Go out?
They both. I can find Orangey, but I don't know where the gray one went. I'm sure the gray one's up there somewhere.
Yeah, that light shining right in that window this morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. This is Big Larry's show. As you all know, Von Hilton is live right now. I'm hoping to let you all come over here and get out of there. Let's see how many people I can get over here right now. Probably won't get too many people. Shows me one person, one thumbs up, so somebody's here. Good morning. Or almost afternoon, people. It's Saturday. It's Big Larry. Good morning, Blue. Hope you're having a good morning, Blue. Yeah, I know you've seen my comments there. I was over there. I was watching it. Yeah, I'm still here. No eviction notices. They ain't gonna evict me on no Saturday. Morning, Blue Lamp. Good morning. I hear Von Hilton still running his mouth, people. Florida was pretty nice. I hear he's still running his $2 million daddy's inheritance check down my throat. People, there was no 2 million. His daddy ain't worth 2 million. His daddy wasn't even worth 200. Von Hilton, when you start showing fucking proof, then you could run your fucking mouth. I'm going to tell you like I told you on the phone one day. This is not a threat. This is a promise. You keep running your fucking mouth on me, little bitch, and I'm going to hit you so fucking hard, they're going to wire your mouth up for fucking years. You're going to be sucking your food out of that straw. Now, I promise you that, bitch. Hi, people. Sorry, I had to get something out this morning. Thank you, Blue. Yeah, I cut it about 2 weeks ago. Yep, it was a couple of weeks ago I cut it. Try to make it look a little better. Got tired of it being all, No, if I threaten him, I can go to jail. If I promise him, they cannot put me in jail for that. Von Hilton, you say that we live in Kentucky and it's a different state and you wish we were in Ohio because I'd be in jail. No, buddy, you'd be in jail for fucking murdering your mother. For leaving her on the motherfucking floor. A man who fucking changes fucking bedpans thinks he knows it all? That a 72-year-old woman's going to make a pallet on the fucking floor? And she can't even get up off the fucking floor? What are you, retarded? Yeah, the judges are getting everything now, people. Everything. Yeah, I need 4 acres. And people, the judge or the bailiff don't come out here and say, get the fuck out and put new padlocks on the door. Sorry. I don't know what state Von Hilton thinks he's in. But I think all 50 states are almost the exact same thing. The sheriff's department gives me a fucking court paper to take me to fucking court. He don't put me out. And when they do put you out with the sheriff's department, he comes out here with 4 other guys and they don't fucking keep nothing in the house. They set it out to the fucking curb, you retard. Todd Malico. Yeah, I can't read a book, and I don't give a fuck if I can read any fucking book. There's one book that I wish I could read, and it's called the Bible. I don't give a fuck about books. You want me to show you what I give a fuck about? Money. Money. I can count money, and that's all I give a fuck. So any of you motherfuckers want to call me out, I don't give a fuck. I am Aunt Alice's oldest brother's grandson. So however it fits in the tree, I don't know and don't give a fuck. My wife's not in the house, so now I'm blowing people. Because if she was in this house, I couldn't be doing this. Yeah, I am the Frost he's always talking about. I am Larry Frost. All the words on YouTube, I am Big Larry. Morning wake and bakes. I was watching VONHELTON's video this morning. He's live right now. And then I heard that Todd said something about I can't read a book. Do I really give a fuck what any book says? No, I don't. If I can add $1 and $1 up, I'm happier than a motherfucker. I don't have to worry about paying my bills. My bills are paid. I don't have to worry about starving. I have food. I have a wife. I have a kids. I don't give a fuck about anything or anybody. I mean, don't put me wrong, people. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you coming on here. Solar Marshall, good morning. And thank you for sticking up for me on that day. Because I did see you stick up for me, and so did Blues. There was a few of you that did. And thank you all. Todd, I've never said nothing bad about you. You're welcome to come to my shows all the fucking time, but don't run your fucking mouth on me, because I'll run my mouth on you. What comes around goes around, bitch. Don't worry about if I could read or not. So you read better. So fucking what? What, you grow up with a silver spoon? I grew up with a wooden spoon. I couldn't read a fucking book. I had to go out there and pick the fucking corn off the cob. Or pick the tomatoes off the fucking vines. My mommy and daddy didn't do everything for me. When I turned 16 years old, I was out on my fucking own. I wasn't looking under mommy and daddy's skirt tail still. Personally, people, Vaughn says I sent 3 of my kids to college. Vaughn, why don't I just send all 4 of them to fucking college? You don't even know how many kids I got, Vaughn Hilton. You don't even know how many went to fucking college. Someone said Vaughn Hilton's smarter than me. Yeah, he is, book-wise. Not money-wise. Not paying bill-wise. Not paying, keeping a happy woman. I don't see him keeping his kids. CSB's been to my house. They checked on my children. You notice my children are still in my house. Oh, Vaughn Hilton, you're right. CPS cannot take your kids for dirty dishes. I agree with that. until there's maggots crawling on it. That's why they took them. It wasn't just dirty dishes from last night. They were fucking maggots all over it, so they had to be sitting there over a fucking week. So, what, Vaughn? Why don't you just meet me? You think you're so fucking bad, bitch? You can get up on your legs. I'm in a wheelchair. Meet me. I'll get up out of my wheelchair. If I fucking is the last thing I ever do in my whole fucking life, I will get out of my wheelchair for you. Yeah, at least I know the earth is round. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Blue. I agree. And I remember you saying that the other day, too, in that video. I do believe the earth is round. I'm not well educated. I'm not. I dropped out at 16 years old, people. I had a girl pregnant. I was going to pay for my mistakes. That means drop out of school, get a fucking job, take care of this girl I got pregnant, and raise this kid. Not desert it, not go have her get a fucking abortion or any of that fucking shit. I made a mistake and got her pregnant when I was 16. So, yeah, quit school, get a job. I don't care if my kids ain't in my life at all, Vaughn Hilton. I will always remember them. And when they turn 18 years of age, I will find them. Ask them. They know. My boys ain't babies no more, Vaughn Hilton, like yours. I have a 27-year-old boy who has children at your kids' age. He's never went to college, Vaughn. Are you going to give him the $100,000 to go? He'll take your fucking money, bitch. Yeah, me too, Raccoon Man. Me too. Yeah, my mommy didn't pay my child support for 18 fucking years on a kid that you don't even know was yours or not. And you're too stupid, just like, I almost said it. I'm sorry, Miss Alice. I love you, honey. I told Miss Alice a long time ago when I found out she was paying child support for a kid in South Dakota or North Dakota or wherever. And Von Hilton says, oh, they took a piece of hair off a hairbrush. How do they know the boy did not brush his own fucking hair? And she took her boy's hair and put it in there. In both of them. Yeah, they'd be a perfect fucking match. I'm not a cat. You didn't have to block it. I was trying to read it just as you went ahead and erased it. He left them out in the cold. To me, that's killing them. Remember dogs that you don't leave outside like that. Remember little short hair puppies. You know, they should have never even been out the doorway. But he can't close them in a room. He don't know how to take care of animals. He can't take care of animals. He can't take care of kids. He can't even take care of a young wife. You know, he keeps saying that his wife got raped. His wife got raped. That ain't the story I got. And I got it right from the horse's mouth herself. Yeah, he let him freeze to death. Exactly. It's going pretty good, Bum. Yeah, she wasn't handyman, exactly. She even told me it herself. She wanted it. She wanted a real man because she was missing it with Vaughn. Vaughn, a woman only drops eggs when she's orgasm? Oh, are you as stupid as they come, buddy? You better look at the woman's body. I couldn't believe it when he said that. It don't work that way, Vaughn. Sorry, read the book over. Yeah, they were caught doing it. You know, it wasn't no rape or anything like that. She didn't file charges. She didn't. I literally, people, I'm not going to lie to you. I talk to her every other day, at least every other day. When she's in a shitty mood or having bad problems, she'll text me. And I tell her what I think. If she likes it, she likes it. If she don't, she don't. I just tell her the truth, what I think. You're right. I didn't grow up in the schools, Todd. I didn't read books. I didn't do that kind of shit. I grew up on the street. I learned to help neighbors. I learned how to work. I learned how to count money. That's all I needed to do in my whole fucking life, and that's all I wanted in life. I don't want to be president. I don't want to be some fucking somebody high powered shit. I'm happy with who the fuck I am. Mm. Yeah, yeah, and she was on all kinds of medicines too. You're right, handyman. Well, I'm not a cat or whatever that, however, I'm reading that. Literally, his mom's gave him everything, and he is going to waste it away within a year, year and a half at the most. It took her 92 years to build it, and it's going to take him 2 years to destroy it. Yes, he is, Burn. No, I did not, Solar. Who's going to be asking for your tax dollars? Oh, I know, Tom. Oh, well, Burn, if he did send the paperwork in, it could be a few days before the sheriff brings me the notice. From that notice, I will have to go to court. Me, him, and the court judge will sit there with the bailiff and that lady doing the typing, saying what's being said. And we're going to have a little talk in that courtroom there. She's probably going to give me a week to 30 days, 60 days, or something like that to get out. And by then, if I'm not out on that date she tells me I have to be out on, the sheriff's department will come out here with like 3 or 4 guys and they will take everything I own off this property and set it out to the road. Is that what they call them? 4 acres reporter, the girl that's sitting there doing all the typing.
Stop typing and start talking. It could be a medical condition called Peyronie's disease or PD, and it could be treated without surgery. Find a specialized urologist who can diagnose PD.
From now, Siki has handed us trolls by endangering us to court for 10 years. Plus, Stinky will be out before Larry. That's a good possibility, too, Tom. Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, people, everything I own will be off this property except me. Me in my wheelchair when that sheriff comes out here to put me out. And a pair of pliers. I'm going to break the key right in front of Von Hilton. Say, here, break your locks. Get in. It's all yours, buddy. Von Hilton. Here's another kicker. You say the fire department man owes you $25,000. You're full of shit. He didn't pay rent to you. He paid rent to your mama. He paid rent to me. He has his rent receipts. 2. Von Hilton, you seen the house when your mom first bought it because you're the one that conned her into buying that piece of shit junk. Let's be real. When that fireman left there, you said he left it clean, nice, all this and that. Did you happen to see a little receipt in that book that you got from me, from your mommy's estate, showing you who cleaned that house out? How many fucking 25 garbage bags came out of it? Oh, you didn't see that part, huh? Yeah, that trailer was real clean. 25 fucking garbage bags coming out of a clean home. To you, that's probably clean because clean in your home, there's 100 garbage bags. So, yeah, you're right, Vaughn. It might have been clean. I'll show you clean when I move.
Is there anything you haven't told us?
Because of the lawsuits, Joe started taking money out of his corporate accounts. Cash.
Because I think he's gay for him.
I think that he was putting.
I really do. I think J Dubs is gay for Vaughn, or he just don't have no other friends. Let's be real. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Joe was desperate.
City, I have looked at a few places that are okay. We're still looking. I did fill out an application for a housing projects up in McKee. And the application's in. I'm waiting for a response back from them. A lot of them places said there is a 6-month waiting list, but the place that I filled out says there is no waiting list. And she says, can I walk or am I handicapped? And I told her, no, I am handicapped. She goes, yeah, we have 3 openings right now. So, I mean, she could call me Monday morning and say, your application's accepted. You guys can come up here, get the keys, and start moving anytime you want. And that makes me closer to my son that's in college. So that's what we're aiming for. Yeah, she's telling me it's like 25%, 30%, I can't remember exactly, of my income. So they'll get like 400 and maybe 410 or 380, somewhere, $400 mark, they said. I will have to pay for rent every month. But it includes my water, my lawn care service, my snow removal service, and the light bill. There's the kicker, the light bill. The only bills I will have to pay will be my rent and my phone, internet, and cable. I should be able to survive the rest of my life on that. They know I have a kid living with me still that is still in school. So I told her I at least need a 2 bedroom, and I told her about the one that's in college. And, she says she can look around for the 3 bedroom and see what, we can do real quick. If not, would I be interested in a 2 bedroom? And I told her, be honest with you, if it's a nice size 2 bedroom, I can handle a 2 bedroom because Larry's only home, 3 months out of the year, 3.5 months out of the year. I can always put him out on the couch.
She was lying. Jensen got into it to calm the doctor, but it turned into something else, something with Mrs. Maverick. Real treasures of millions Maverick took out of the bank. Wait a minute. You're saying the widow and the stud diver, they did it together?
Yeah, they were still carrying it out. Yeah, exactly. Handyman, you would not believe how many garbage bags come out of his house. Like I said, there had to be 100 garbage bags. Yeah, we're looking, Tom. Like I said, I want to move closer to a city somewhere. Because he's gonna be out of high school pretty soon. He's gonna need to find a job. He's got to get out there and communicate with some girls and find himself a mate. I bet you they were, handyman. I bet you they're still sitting there. So how long you guys think it's going to be before he says he needs someone to come and clean Ma's house? Yeah, we're not going to get any younger. Yeah, well, I'm disability, so that helps me out a little bit. Vaughn will never find another woman. I agree with that. And if it is, she's suckering for something. Yeah, it needs cleaned out now, exactly. The good thing is, people, is I understand everything now. J-Dubs and Vaughn is in a relationship. I just don't know which one the guy is and which one's the bitch. Yeah. And Tom, it won't be just his property too, because remember, all renters are gone. We are all gone. So he has to pay for every one of the houses to be cut. They take turns on being the male and female? Okay. Yeah, that's why he wants his kids to clean. The only problem is who's going to teach him how to clean, because he didn't know how. Vaughn Hill, you like talking shit about me. Well, here you go. I talk shit about you, but now I'm going to talk about something different that you guys, you and Andrea. You read a note on that fucking camera talking about CSB saying that they seen a baby bottle on the counter and they checked it and it was spoiled. You know, the way I understood it is your kid was getting sick when they were infants because you wasn't feeding them right. You make a bottle, they drink 2, 3, 4 ounces of it. You set it down right there. You burp the baby or whatever, and you put it back to bed. That's fine. Where's that bottle sitting at? On the counter. 2 hours later, the baby wakes up wanting to eat again, as all babies do. You grab that fucking bottle and give it to it again. I wonder why the baby's sick. I wonder why that baby is sick. Why it's not gained in weight. What'd you call it? They have a name. Something it couldn't. I don't know the name, people.
I went to college with a girl who works at the museum. It's lunar modules. That's her specialty. Tony wants me to introduce them. Fix them up.
Tony needs help with a woman?
See that, Tony? This shows that tomorrow night is when we're supposed to get together, okay? Send 15 texts.
No, they were more than that, Tom. They were more than just slaves. They were the ones pulling the money in. Failure to thrive. Thank you, Bern. Yep. You don't see none of my kids thriving. And if you think they're thriving, I'll let you come and take a look at them. They never thrived. We would make 4 ounces. He only drunk 2. We dump the rest down the fucking sink and make fresh every single time. They don't want no nasty ass cold bottle that's been sitting out for 2 fucking hours. Yeah, there's some. You're definitely right on that, Kentucky. They're thriving now, buddy. That was the best thing for anybody to do is to turn Vaughn in and get them kids out of there. You know, like I said, I ain't been around for the whole damn thing because if I would have been turned in a long fucking time ago. Because I don't play games like that. You're endangering your fucking kid. I'm turning your ass in.
Is Kitty on there yet?
His guides told him only to eat microwave foods. Yeah, okay.
What?
Does he know what the microwave does to food? He's a book reader. Tell him to read it. Best food is the fresh food. Homemade. By your loving wife or your loving mommy or your loving whoever. Your loving boyfriend, whoever's the cook. TV dinners is not it. All of Shakespeare by 4. You know, he's always saying, I was starving, I was starving, I was starving. Is there any video showing him not eating something? Yeah, well, I don't know what it really does, and I really don't give a shit. My wife uses it. That's fine. You know, now if it's my dinner plate and I only ate half of that meatloaf and the other half's there, yeah, I let her warm it up through the microwave. But I sure ain't cooking meatloaf in no damn microwave. It cooks in the oven for an hour and a half, hour, 2 hours sometimes. I don't buy a can of chili and put it in the microwave and warm it up. I'd rather get the beans and the hamburger and the garlic and the onions and everything and throw it in a big old pot. With that being said, it is full of sodium. See, Todd, I can pronounce words. You know, it's just some big words that get me, people. I'm not saying, you know, I'm an expert reader. I do have a problem with one of my eyes right now. But, you know, I can read. So, like I said, and Vaughn says sixth grade and ninth grade. I'm the sixth grader and my Uncle Jim's the ninth grader. Vaughn's wrong. I'm the ninth grader. And Uncle Jim dropped out in the 12th grade to join the United States Army because we were at war. Vaughn Hilton, get it right. If you're going to talk about us, at least tell the fucking truth. Because every time you lie, I'm telling the truth. And if you want to call me out on it, you call me out on it. We're the same age. So, oh, Vaughn Hilton, you said that you are going to get everybody for elderly abuse. I'm glad you said that. You screwed yourself that day. Soon as you put that out on that video, buddy, because I got news for you. How old do you think Uncle Little Jim is? Really, how old is Uncle Little Jim? You know so much about my Frost family. How old is Jim? Guess what? He is an elder. He's been an elder for the last, since you've been getting on this fucking computer, he's been an elder. Soon as you ran your name first time on him saying he stole this, stole that, doing this, doing that, you are abusing an elder. Do you understand that? So honestly, before the police come to my house to arrest me, I think you're going to get arrested first. So watch Monday morning.
Excuse me, how long does the sale last?
Uncle Little Jim don't get on here and watch YouTubes. Uncle Jim don't play this shit.
Wait, how long does it
Uncle Jim ain't no player. Jim is real life old man who has survived his life, and he is happily taken care of the rest of his life, just the same way as Miss Alice did, the same way I expect every single one of you guys to be. Save your money, take care of yourselves, and become what you want to be. I mean, if you want a motorcycle, buy a motorcycle. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you got enough money put away, a home to live in when you get up in your 80s and 90s, where you can just kick back and relax and not worry about nothing or no fucking buddy. And that's where Alice was. That is where now Jim is into. Jim takes care of himself. He helps take care of his family, and he's Uncle Jim. I'm sorry, people. I couldn't read, and I'm gonna grab some of these here. Don't if with the whole thing he claimed he was. Yeah, exactly. Handy man, he said he was starving, but every video I've seen, he was eating in it.
Dogs help us live longer. Return the favor with Fresh Pet. Fresh, wholesome meats and veggies for the long haul. Fresh Pet.
That's up to you.
Like my morning ride. Will it help lower my glucose? With the Freestyle Libre 2 system, you can know where your glucose level is at any
Vaughn
time
says
without finger
you
sticks.
will be
Plus, it's
arrested
worth it.
and
Manage your diet today with
tased
more confidence.
for
Wait and
resisting
see. Ask your doctor about the
eviction.
Freestyle Libre 2 system.
It don't work that way. I just explained to everybody how it works. If you don't believe me, look it up in your state. Your state's going to probably say the exact same thing as Kentucky, Ohio, and any other state. I get a piece of paper from the bailiff, the man in uniform, he's a sheriff or whatever they are, deputies. Bring me a paper saying to appear in court.
The first time your sales reached 100K was also the first time you hit this note. Save 20%
Yeah, we're all going to prison because his food stamps got cut off. Yep,
with you first.
because he ain't got the kid. Because he wasn't getting food stamps. The kids were.
Just don't understand how this could have happened. That tramp touched my husband.
He did get a little bit. I mean, they did throw him some while they were feeding the kids too.
Was a reporter for the Navy Herald.
I think he get something like 80 or 90 bucks.
So he was interviewing escorts for his story. Justin.
Yeah, hell cell is waiting for us all.
Norfolk's Navy population influenced their business. He was very professional about it. Did he by any chance give you the
Paulie is doing the prep. Okay.
No, but he'd spoken with her a few times.
So it was an ongoing assignment.
Justin would never cheat on me. If that's what you're implying. No, ma'am.
Hey, Von Hilton.
Absolutely not.
Yep, I'm going to jail, all right. Guess what?
Lieutenant Justin
So are
Rose,
you.
clean service record, no criminal activity, worked as a journalist for the Navy
And
as well as his assignment.
since your computers don't work, you might want to look up
She's still on
the guards at the prisons and see what last names they carry.
Journalists don't pay for
Because me and you
withdrawals remain
are going to be roommates, buddy.
advise you these days.
Yep. Me and you are roommates. We are going to be in the same cell, locked in there. Bars keeping us up from everybody else. Just me and you.
Investigators probing with a steak knife. That stuff is easier to believe. That's a line from Pretty Woman.
I have a call to Justin's editor.
Yeah, Von Hilton wanted his benefits. He wanted the food stamps. He wanted Jerry's money. He wanted the girls' money because the girls were collecting welfare. Okay. And Jerry collects Social Security. So he's getting what? Back then it was about 720, 730 a month for Jerry. He's probably getting about 2.5 to 3 for the two girls, plus about 400 or 500 in food stamps. Now, when Andrea was there, he was still getting another 100 or 730 off her check. And remember, people, he didn't pay none of his bills. The only bill he has ever paid is telephone, internet, and cable, which is $220 a month. I know because I got the exact same equipment. He didn't pay rent. He didn't pay for his lights. He didn't pay for the water. He didn't pay for the lawn care service. He didn't take his mom to doctor's appointments. He didn't take his mom grocery shopping. He didn't take his mom to the beauty shops. He don't buy his mom birthday cakes, ice cream, any presents.
But the footage that Mickey got from the bar, muy caliente. Using Moss's calendar, I was able to match a
You know, I did a lot of that. I took her to the beauty salon and had her hair done. I got a picture of it, Von Hilton.
She was busted for prostitution 2 years ago.
People, I'll bet every penny in this fucking house right now. Von Hilton has not even been up to see his mom's gravestone. I bet she's not walked up that hill or drove up that hill to see his mother. And that I believe. Vaughn could say, oh, you didn't buy her a cake. Oh, yeah? I got pictures. I got pictures of when I bought it and what it looked like before I gave it to her, Von Hilton. I got a video of us singing happy birthday to her, Von Hilton. What pictures do you got of your mommy? The ones that she had, maybe. That's it, because you ain't taking pictures of your mother.
Bullet, Escape from Alcatraz. I'm tempted to go with Dirty Harry. But I'm gonna say the best film set in San Francisco is Vertigo.
I wish Todd was here. I got a few words to say to Todd today. Todd, that's about 2 or 3 times I've said your name, so maybe he's on his workout. He says I'm dumber than Vaughn. I want to ask him, is the earth round or square?
We have a multiple offender. Yeah.
That is the problem right there. Like, that's always what I've always said, and I will stick to my guns on that, people. The only problem that was wrong with Von Hilton is he was spoiled rotten. He was fed with a fucking golden spoon.
Boss Charlotte Cook moved out of her apartment 8 months ago. There's no credit card trail, no phone in her legal name. She is off the grid.
Women interpret things differently.
I mean, well, it ain't lazy. He wasn't taught to do anything. That's the kicker. He wasn't taught to do it. I mean, mommy and daddy both worked every single day.
However,
From the time they turned old enough to start working, they worked.
maintaining a comfortable
You have to work to pay your bills. I don't care if you live in the 1930s or the 2029. People got to work to pay your bills. If you want anything in life, you got to work.
Agent Gibbs.
I don't think she knew it right from the get-go, but I think she realized it later on in life, to be honest with you, Kentucky. She kept asking me, Larry, where'd I go wrong? How do you think I went wrong? And I told her, you didn't discipline him enough. And I'm not saying it's bad, Alice, because you were probably never around too disciplining. People, Von Helen, another question.
Part of my sentence was to stay with
Here's a funny one, buddy. You know so fucking much, right? How many nursing homes did your mom own, Von Hilton? I want to hear this answer, buddy. Because I got you on video saying 2.
Gibbs if you couldn't find it. What makes you think that I can?
Your mom had 2 nursing homes, and she sold them.
Although, it's gonna cost me.
Oh, my rates have always been very reasonable, special agent Gibbs.
You're welcome.
I'm just looking for a little change of pace. And this.
You know, he's got a video out there saying what mother would leave her son $250 a month. Well, I don't know. What kind of mother would? You know, let me tell you all, remember a story. When I first moved down here, Miss Alice thought people still worked for $5 an hour. People don't work for $5 an hour no more. And they ain't did that in a very long time. That was back in the 80s. Early 80s. I know, I was working it.
Suffering from sinus congestion, especially at night? Try Vicks Sinex for instant relief that lasts up to 12 hours.
Yes.
Targets congestion at the source, relieving nasal congestion.
Exactly what she should have did, but she didn't want to see her baby in jail. Neither did Big Irvy. You know, that's his only boy. That's his namesake. He wanted him out of jail as fast as possible. Von Helton, what happened to all your mom's money?
One Prilosec OTC each morning blocks heartburn all day and all night.
You know, I'm asking you to show me proof on how this, that, and all that. Literally proof. I want it in written paper,
Zero heartburn.
signed by that person. I want signatures on them.
Crisp wafers. 2 layers of sweet Kit Kat filling.
Everything.
One incredible break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Now
I'll go ahead and I'll get a hold of Children's Services and Child Support in North Dakota and find out exactly how much money your mom spent on your child support. You did a video of you spent how much money? You told your mom you would take the furniture back because she paid your college tuition. Why did you spend that much on furniture? Why didn't you just pay your college tuition? Fuck, I can call a friend right now and have somebody bring me a couch over. You don't have to have something fuck. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You grew up with the gold spoon. You had to have the best furniture in the world. You couldn't have a hand me down for a month or two.
They help you get the results that you want. My own son is actually a Smile Direct Club patient. I would highly recommend it.
start your doctor
Hi,
directed
good
care.
morning.
SmileDirectClub.com.
Type 2 diabetes?
Just like him saying he went to Woodstock. Show me a picture of you at Woodstock, Von Hilton.
In studies, the majority of people reach the age
Be honest with you, I don't even think your sister went.
lowers the risk of major cardiovascular
16 years old, New York City. Hello.
disease. And you may lose weight. Adults lost up to 14 pounds. Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrineoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with the sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen.
Larry, I'm thinking you should try Freedom Religion.
What's Power Crunch? Just a high protein,
What is a talk show?
delicious wafer crisp craving. Power Crunch. Protein worth craving. And try Power Crunch Kids.
Guys, these are the most
Oh, okay.
bras you will ever wear. After 3 years of development, I'm so excited that Skims will finally be launching this.
Is there more than one Woodstock? I thought Woodstock was in New York. Was it Illinois?
When consonants keep you up, try Vicks Nyclosivir. Just one dose starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold flu symptoms to help take you from
I heard he didn't.
fast strength nighttime relief.
Kentucky. I heard it was all a scam. Oh, in the 90s? Well, no. He's talking like when he was 6 years old.
So what does it take to make sure
So him being 6 years old, that's the old Woodstock,
we specialize in
the real one.
including the most
Morning Von Hilton nonsense.
Sloan Kettering Cancer Center? Because where you treat first matters. Call 844-955
Who wants what to try what?
or visit msk.org/.
July 14th, 1969, the 500,000 and 100,000 were taken off.
A lot of important people work very
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I knew it was somewhere in that area. I didn't know the date or anything, but I had the idea of what. July 14th, 1969, the 500s, the thousands,
word gets out.
and the 10,000s were took out of circuit.
Now this part, she was pretty high profile. People gonna buy that she's back? Think they want to? All right, then what?
Von Hilton,
We bust you.
do you understand what the word circuit means?
Direct test of DNA.
Means they're not out there.
If it matches,
And if they are, you're right. They're worth big bucks.
have some of the song. Ignore
But guess what? Each and every one of them has a serial number on it.
That's easier said than done.
And if I would take it into a bank, The bank would look right at that $1,000 bill, punch in that computer, and look at that fucking serial number and be able to tell you exactly who the motherfucker belongs to. Retard. Your mommy wasn't dumb, buddy. If it was worth $10, $20, $30,000, they've been in fucking safety deposit boxes somewhere where you or nobody would have been able to touch them. Hello? People, I've told Von Hilton where all the money, all the jars, everything's at. He don't want to listen to me. Sorry about his luck. I'll say it one more time. Von Hilton, the big barn, stall number 3. Take a shovel. Start digging. Dig it until you find it. Because it's there. And if you quit digging it, the raccoons will fill it back in as quick as you're digging it. So you better keep digging fast. Get your guides to dig it for you.
Ask for Eddie at the concierge desk. It's good to be back. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, people, I'm not going to lie. I was born in 1965. I have never, ever touched a real $1,000 bill. Have I ever seen them? I've seen them on TV. And they didn't call them $1,000 bills. They called them $1,000 notes. They say there was a lot of people on them.
This is DC, Agent McGee. Everybody's looking for dirt on everybody else.
You know, like I just said, I'm 50, gonna be 58 years old here shortly, people, and I've never touched a $1,000 bill. And promise, if I could buy one, I sure would. But I ain't no millionaire. I just think it'd be kind of cool to walk around with a $1,000 bill in my pocket.
These prices, he's not looking to impress the girl. He wants to be impressed. This will give the mouthwash smell. Please drink it.
That's rich. Instructing to know so how to act around women. What's the matter with you?
You start acting like you don't know what you're doing, and she's gonna find an excuse to leave. Pretend like you've done this before.
What makes you think I've done this before?
Because you're wearing underwear straight out of.
Can't believe he's gonna sue everybody in the state of Kentucky. It's gonna be Vaughnville instead of Kentucky. Kentucky, Vantucky, something like that. I'm surprised Vaughn ain't got hooked himself up with a green card woman yet. Somebody looking to get their green card and he brings them over here. Morning, Vincent. I really am. I'm surprised he didn't take none of that money and pay for a plane ticket to get one here. One of them, mail-in brides or whatever they call them. Can't you buy brides nowadays? Well, I mean, it happens. You know, I watch that show, Catfish, and some of it's sad. Some of it turns out pretty good. Some of it is totally out of there. One, I ain't sending money to nobody unless I know them. Hell, I won't even send my kids money if I don't have to. I'd rather drive up there and hand it to him and make sure he's using it for the bills and not for no drug or no alcohol, no party and shit. If it's for his bills, I'll help him. But if it's the party, hell no. Get out there and get a job, kid.
And see, I asked you how you're fast.
It's not what you think, sugar. Then what is it, Holly? I trusted you. I know.
Yeah, there was one on the other day me and the wife was watching. And I don't understand how the girl that was in love with this other man here couldn't catch it because as soon as that girl talked to the host, I knew it was a girl. You could tell by the voice that it was a girl.
Come on, leave him. This is out of house. Twink. Miss Cook did nothing wrong.
Vaughn is the sexiest man north of the Mississippi.
She had told the attorney
Okay.
no grounds on which to hold my client.
You hear that, baby?
Mhm.
You agree with that?
No, not really.
My wife says she don't agree with that. And I'm not even on the list neither, so I'm not worried about that. North of the Mississippi, huh? There are a lot of probably good looking men here on this side of the world or this side of the country. And no, I do not judge men. Yeah, just ask J Dubs. He knows.
Stop talking. What happened at the hotel? You say something to Moss, you shouldn't have done. Charlotte. You know what? We're gonna need a few moments, please. Who charges more? Dwight, you, or her?
So, Larry, did you get the
On what charges? No, Joe.
for going to court for eviction? Summons? Is that what you were trying to say? Have he summons me to court yet to be evicted? No, they have not. The only paperwork I got was from Von Hilton himself. Now I will, like I keep saying, I will wait for the sheriff to bring me the eviction paper. I will have to go to court. After court, the judge is going to tell me a certain amount of time I got to get everything out. Von Hilton thinks the sheriff's going to come here and load his shit up in his trunk and just drive away and be able to just drive me away. It don't work that way, Von Hilton. They will tell me to leave in my own vehicle and they will set everything I own out to the curb. Know how much money you say I owe you, you cannot prove one fucking cent.
Somebody approached me when I was at Wells.
Period. Von Hilton, please, Purdy, please, tell that judge I have never paid rent in this house. Please. Say it one time. And then I'm going to look at the judge and I'm going to tell her, Your Honor, I have paid rent here. So he says I ain't. He is running his mouth on me. Please tell him to shut up. I have paid my rent here. Except, and I'm going to have the money in my pocket. I'm going to have it in the envelopes like they're supposed to be. How I turn my envelopes in every single month. And it ain't to Alice or to Uncle Jim or whoever the fuck I pay my rent to. It says rent. It says the address. It says exactly what's in it. And that's how I give them my rent. Then most of the landlords write me rent receipts. And I put rent receipts away, Von Hilton. I don't throw them on the floor for my dogs to shit on them. I don't throw them in the fucking garbage can to collect garbage and dirt and dust and leftover food wrappers. They're put in a box and they are sitting right there. So every rental agreement, every receipt that I have from your mother, I get a property. Is that a deal? Every rent receipt I have from your mother, I get to take one property since I have never paid rent. Well, Vaughn, you better get off that one because I own all 5 of them. Because I got more than 15 receipts from your mother. I got 8 of them from Millie. So I'll try again. I got at least, what, 12, 24. I got 24 of them from me and the bank account. Did I deposit the money every single month on time? No. No, I did not. It didn't work that way. I would collect Carla's rent. I would collect my rent. And I would hold that $600 until we needed it. And when I got over when I collected the second rent money, which if I didn't spend none of that 600 the first month, that means I got 1,200. I don't keep $1,200 in my house, so I put it in the bank account. And I have bank receipts showing they were deposited right into the bank account, VONHELTON. So you bring your proof, I bring my proof, and we will see who wins. Totally, it's going to be about $150 something for him to file the paperwork and have the sheriff or bailiff, deputy, whatever you call him, come out and serve me. I know exactly which one's coming to serve me. He has already served me twice, but not for eviction notices, for the court hearings of Alice Hilton. And the last time I seen this judge was about a year ago almost now. And I was in a wheelchair. I was going to the courthouse in my wheelchair, and VONHELTON ain't even showing up in court. There's going to be the first question right there. VONHELTON, you better be in the courtroom. Not on that little screen. Not talking shit on the screen. Come to the courthouse, boy. $150 for each tenant. Yes. But I think one of the places is already emptied. He said she left it trashed. I don't know. I never went in there. I didn't clean it up. Jim and Millie had control of it then. It probably was pretty trashy. Got to remember, that was the time of the flood. That woman moved out after the flood. Her house was destroyed. She had water on her living room floors. And I'm not talking a drop of water, people. I'm talking a foot of water. Her whole living room was in water. Her and her daughter had to go up to the other house during the flood. Her whole car was washed onto the creek. To the river.
Hey, you want some more coffee or not?
Yeah, maybe in a minute. Yeah, that is the real crime right there, Raccoon Man. That's all he needs to do is keep chipping at that money. Yep. Because it's going to be gone really quickly. And once it's all gone and he ain't got no money to fix these properties, he's not going to be able to rent them out. VONHELTON, I really didn't know how bad Carla's house was. Thanks for telling me. Because when I move, I will call the health department on that one too. And hopefully anybody out there renting houses, check your house before you rent it. Make sure your furnaces work. Make sure your electric goes good. Especially when you're renting from Von Hilton. Thanks, dear.
That's a nicer room this time. You recognize your mistakes, Agent Gibbs? No mistake. Just very thorough.
I seen him come in, I seen him walk out, and then I seen him come back in with the ambulance drivers.
This is ridiculous.
But the only thing, my question is, Solar Marshall, and I would love to have it answered, is how come Von Hilton found his mom on the floor? Let's say he did leave and he did come back and she's still laying on the floor. Okay. Then he leaves again to call the ambulance. Okay. Well, if that happened, why did he go to his house, which is 20 feet, 30 feet from his house? It's pretty close. It's 20 feet, 30 feet maybe at the most. So it's pretty close. Why did Von Hilton go to his house to call an ambulance? Why didn't he walk right there, 2 feet from her bedroom door is sitting a phone. 911 can dial from any phone around the world almost. Do you understand that, Vaughn? Why did you go home and dial 911 instead of dialing 911 from your mother's phone? That is something that will always make me wonder. If you are renting from Von Hilton, the rent is free. That's the only way you'll be able to get it. Larry, are you at least 60? No, I am not 60 yet, David. I am turning 58. Yeah, I was born in 1965. Yeah, I know. He must have been busy on the internet. I have no idea, Raccoon Man.
Oh, hey, Slim Tim. Forgot about that. Sorry. But you did used to get my nutter butters. You taking a little break, are you? Just a little low blood sugar. Just grabbing a snack, boss. I'm back. Already got a hit on him, boss. Who's Nicholas Everett? You're going to find out, and I want everything. Let's go on.
Well, that's what he's saying. Pretty soon he's going to be an elderly, so we won't be able to pick on him because he's an elderly. You can't pick on the elderly. They can put you in prison for a very, very long time. Well, Von Hilton, welcome to prison, buddy, because you've been messing with Jim for over 15 years. And guess what? He's been an elder for 15 years. Because Mr. Uncle Jim will turn 76 years old or something like that this year. Nobody knows exactly 4 acres. I know it takes the ambulance 45 minutes to get there. All I know is I turned everything I was supposed to the Adult Protection Center. Hi, Todd. Good morning. I heard you were talking shit about me. Or you got a troll out there that's talking it. You're right. I don't know how to read a book. Von Hilton's smarter than me? I doubt that. At least I can count money. I have common sense. I know how to treat a woman. I know how to raise kids. I know how to find a job. I don't live up under my mama's tail. And I ain't lived up under my mama's tail since I was 15 and a half years old.
Could you give me my hug today because he really needs one?
That was what I was mad about. Now I don't even remember what the question was, Todd. You know, I seen the one from yesterday and it says you were calling me stupider than Vaughn. I do what I got to do. I survive. I don't count on other people to donate money to me. I don't beg you guys to feed my dogs. Oh, I know the question. Is the earth round or square? It matters what you call smarter, though, Todd. There's book smart and there's street smart. There ain't a book out there that I even give a fuck about. Any book. One book. There's one book out in this whole damn world that I even care about. And it's called the Bible. And I can't read it all. I will admit I cannot read it. And that's why I went out and bought the cassette tapes where I could listen to it on the cassette.
My relationship with my credit cards wasn't good. I got into debt in college.
Maybe I'm one of them kind of tests. But why don't you drop us both in the woods and see who comes out alive?
With my credit card debt and consolidated it into a low-rate personal loan from SoFi. I finally feel like a grown-up.
Break up with bad credit card debt. Get a
The earth is a potato, actually.
borrow up to 100K. Go to SoFi.com to view your rate. SoFi, get your money right.
Good morning, sexy man. Okay. That's what I figured. I wasn't. I mean, I kind of called you out a couple times, wondering where you were, if I can talk to you about it. To me, there's a street smart
Better on you.
and there's a book smart. I know what I need to know in life. Honestly, I don't need to know who in the hell every one of our presidents were, because I really don't give a shit. I don't give a shit who
Keep your family safe from all the things you can't see.
invented America.
Wi-Fi automatically takes care of all the things you can't.
Okay. Ready for the second floor?
Because if it's connected, it's protected. That's state-of-the-art security. That's Spectrum One.
We're back with our final question. What do businesses need
Cool, cool. Yeah, I see you've been doing workouts, and that's good, Todd. I'm proud of you, buddy. You're doing good. Just keep it up.
The best beta for the right media plan.
Liars on every car and every pan.
I can't
You know, well, some people think different, David. I think Vaughn might be kind of book smart, but he's not street smart. I am street smart,
Power crunch? Just a high
and I don't. As far as I care, you can burn the books to keep warm.
craving. Power crunch. Protein worth craving. And try Power Crunch Kids. She found it. The feeling of
Yeah, there you go. He knows all the dinosaurs, and he knows how to repair a toilet.
once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide from you, or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad, once daily Sotixu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotixu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotixu can lower your ability.
There are a couple things I'd like to talk about, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to disrespect Von Hilton's dead children.
Problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotixu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotixu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors.
I can just imagine and think about it. And, think about life.
Hey, fellas, we've got to talk.
And look what happened with these ones.
Crayon flavor and powdered meat. It's time for fresh food that belongs in the fridge next to our food. Now, who's hungry? Fresh Pet.
You have diabetes and your glucose is heading low. Good thing the new Dexcom G7 can alert you before you go too low. Now that's
You know how he's always talking about them police officers up there? Von Hilton,
total by Verizon.
when's the last time you talked to any of them?
No contract plans starting at just $30 a month.
News for you, they're all gone.
5G network. And for a limited time, get the Samsung Galaxy A13 for $99.99 at Target and at totalbyverizon.com.
Smart people don't think the earth is flat. Good morning, Pacific.
Bo's alibi checks out too. Everett was in a court-ordered anger management program when two of the murders occurred. So you've got nothing. Phil, I think it's more like we've got nothing. Seven bodies all killed by the same person with the same knife.
Well, the only connection between our 5 victims is our high-priced escort, Charlotte.
No, actually there is another connection. The person that introduced her to the claimants, Charlotte's old boss. And where is Miss Holly Golightly anyway? It's a good question. She's not home. She's not inside.
I've never heard that, David.
Track her ankle monitor. Track it. Got her signal. Yep, she's moving, boss. She's breaking for a roll. Yeah, I'm packing now. Got it, boss. We'll take it from here, Phil. I think you can hit the road. You sure? Very.
Yeah, I never thought about that. I didn't think I was so wanting to get on this morning so quick.
Where's she going, Gibbs? I have no idea. Get one. She's your responsibility. I didn't chain her to my leg, Leon. Why not? Well, I'm gonna pay money to do it. One polo out on a car. Already done. She get a signal, shows her heading towards Alexandria. Ooh. Holly's ankle monitor just went offline. Maybe her battery's dead. Or she just
Well, that's good, sexy man.
yeah, we know. Check her cell. It's turned off, but I bet I can retrieve her most recent text messages from the carrier. Okay, last message Holly received was from Charlotte Cook less than an hour ago. Hit it up.
Yeah.
You got Charlotte's cell tracked. No signal. Get a hit on her name, though.
Well,
Cook's been admitted to a DC emergency room. Her name was
did you get them both?
the alert system. Domestic violence protocol.
Yeah.
Gray ones on there. The orange stop.
Okay. Can I get a little more mud?
We needed a dog.
Yeah, exactly. Well, people, I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm going to just go ahead and get off here. I've been on here an hour and a half already. I'm going to get me some more coffee, get some things done, see what's on the TV set today. I'll probably see everybody Monday. Oh, yes, I did, Todd.
No,
And I'm going to say it in front of her, too, when I go back to that court again.
no, Marky. Go.
And I'm taking all the rent receipts. I'm taking the bank statements. I'm taking everything I got with me. Vaughn, prepare. You're lucky I didn't have your mom write the paperwork out because this property would probably almost be mine by now. But I'm glad I didn't. I'd rather leave the dump to you. Yeah, I agree with that. Everyone, you all have a good day. Appreciate you all coming in and seeing me. I will be live Monday. If anyone talks to that guy, Woody, Todd, you said he probably wouldn't because he's whatever, scared or whatever. Welcome. Tell him to come on over and see the Big Larry show. Monday morning, 8 o'clock. I'll be live. I'd like to talk to him, and I can fill him in on what he don't know, and because he's catching one side of the story, and I'll tell him the other side of the story. Okay, yeah, that's what you said, a coward and not worth talking to. Well, I just got to see what he's got to say. Is all I was trying to say. Oh yeah, there is me doing videos. He'll see I'm calling him out. Later, all be good. As I always say, peace out.